Hello, everyone. Today we are discussing the three biggest mistakes executors make during the probate process and how to avoid them. Number one, neglecting the property maintenance. Small issues can become expensive issues. It is very imperative that you maintain the current condition of the property. Making sure that there aren't any leaks that's coming out of the blue. There's no, holes all of a sudden in walls. Keep the lawn mowed. Like those things are important, when you are ready to put the property on the market. Now, I'm not saying to do any upgrades. I am a fan of selling as is. You don't have to go in there and, paint again or improve this, improve that. Just maintain the current condition. Do not let it deteriorate. This is one of the biggest issues that I see within the probate process. You as an administrator or a family member, even your realtor, can constantly go and check on the property to make sure nothing detrimental is happening. Biggest mistake number two is overpricing the property. And this applies to whether you are doing residential sale, multi-unit, or probate. Pricing is key. When you are priced correctly, you will get multiple offers and you will create a bidding war. Everyone always thinks that their property is the best thing on the block. You've installed new floorings, new appliances, or painted this or did this, and you think like, oh, this is gonna make me get 50 to 60,000 more over listing price. And it's not. Like if the market is not telling you that those prices are being sold, please don't do it. Like don't be greedy. The main goal is for you to sell the property and get the most money out of it. But you have to be realistic. And that's what professionals like myself are there for. You hire us for a reason. We are in the business. We know what sells and how to sell it. So please listen to your realtor. When the property sits on the market long, it's mainly because of pricing. And it's probably your fault because you don't want to listen. So please listen to the professionals. Okay? Number three, one of the biggest mistakes that I see in probate is misunderstanding deadlines. This is a big issue. If you are not working with a professional, please make sure you understand the probate process, you read it, you follow those deadlines. If you know anything about Los Angeles County court system, you know that they're already backed up. So you don't want to have to delay probate. It's already a long process. Like, why make it harder for yourself? If you have to use notifications, you got to use a planner, a calendar, whatever you need to do to make sure you do not miss those deadlines, do it. I hear administrators all the time tell me, this process is taking forever. I am tired of it. I'm ready for it to be done. Well, one way to make sure it doesn't go longer than it has to is to follow your deadlines. Meet them. Do not let them pass. Please, if you are doing it pro per, it is on you to make sure that you know every single step. And if you can't afford a full-on probate attorney, go to a paralegal. They are very knowledgeable. A lot of times, they are the ones that's doing all the work for the attorney anyway. So that is an option for you. Use a paralegal. Please make this process as smooth, as less stressful, as inexpensive for yourself if you have to go through probate. You know, don't make it more difficult. So please follow these steps, avoid these mistakes, and pay attention to what you're doing. I hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.